forget just what it takes. Still in all the places I find it hard. It's hard to find the well or never, never mind. Hello, 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 with the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now, entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now, entertain us. A mulatto and a rhino, a mosquito, my libido, a denial, a denial, a denial, a denial. A denial. I never sang that song. A denial. Give it up for Mike.
Any requests?
Look, he's not even voicing the character anymore. Why do you torture him? Oh, terrible.
I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of ass.
There's nothing you can't play on a ukulele. I didn't say there's nothing I can't play on a ukulele.
So hi, everybody. We're still waiting for Wes, but hopefully he'll be here very soon. We're gonna have lots of fun. He's not gonna be hungover now, is he? No. Because he's responsible.
What, you're saying I'm not responsible?
No, you're a very responsible drunkard. I mean, I love you.
I drank like an adult. I'll have you know. Wow, leave the panel area.
Oh.
Britney Spears. That's like asking to do something like Justin Bieber, for God's sake.
Hey, John. Okay. So remember how you said you drank too much? What, in your opinion, is like the Goldilocks alcohol intake? What is just right?
What is just right? You know when you lean back in your chair and it's like balanced, but you're at that point where it's just about to fall over, but you catch yourself?
Yeah.
That feeling right there, that's when you're right.
I think there's a scientific formula. It's half your body weight times the specific gravity of the drinks you've had, and then there's another. As I was saying.
John, if you're not waking up still drunk, you're doing it wrong.
I did it right.
I feel really sorry for people that don't drink. Because when that guy wakes up in the morning, that's the best he's going to feel all day.
So I think Wes wanted to dedicate the first hour of this panel to just more Q&A, and then the second half we're going to have a little fun and do a little...
This is another 2-hour panel?
Yes, it is.
2 hours?
Yes, it is. Because you just can't get enough of us.
That's cool. Wow. That must be why it's a 2-hour panel. You can feel the love. Can I take a picture of all you guys attending the panel? Yeah! Okay, but what I'd really like you all to do is to flip me off. So, assume the pose, fingers everybody. All right.
It's a flock of birds.
Oh, that's so nice. So let me just respond by saying, fuck you. Fuck you. Thank you, Sila.
Can you play Fuck You by CeeLo Green on your ukulele, or do you not know that one? Fuck You by CeeLo Green? No? Okay.
I haven't rehearsed it, sorry. I wasn't prepared for that one.
So, I guess, should we just, does anybody in here not know who we are and just think we're like a bunch of weird people up on the stage?
Well, that's
We do voices in the the video games you play, I think. Maybe if you played some of them, yeah. But, yeah, does anybody have any other questions? Because I think we're just going to tie things over until Wes shows up. So.
How does it feel to read reviews of Duke Nukem Forever?
Oh, how does it feel to read reviews of Duke Nukem Forever?
Well, that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, and most of them are shitty. But the reviewers of the game are mostly, gosh, how do I put this? Young. Okay? If you weren't in 6th grade to a senior in high school when Duke Nukem 3D came out, Duke Nukem Forever was not for you. If you were not born when the game came out, do not write a review of Duke Nukem Forever because you obviously didn't get it. The graphics were not supposed to be hot and fresh and new in Call of Duty, blah, 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 blah. It was a 10-year-old game that took 14 years to put together. I personally love the game. It has nothing to do with the fact that my voice is in it, but it's a first-person shooter that's off the hook, crazy, silly, sexy, funny. He picks up a turd in the game, for God's sake. Did you guys play it?
Why am I doing this?
What the hell? Come on, how many video games did you pick up a turd from a toilet? How many games are that interactive where you can interact with frickin' everything? And tell a chick to shake it, baby. You know, get blown by the wholesome twins. Come on! It's pretty cool, in my opinion. The reviews, I don't think were fair, but like I said, everybody's entitled to their opinion, and
to be wrong.
And I'll be the first one to admit that when the hype over the game first started, because I'm the voice of Duke, obviously, and I'm pretty over the top, as most of you know. I was cool with it, but I realized at the time, oh boy, a lot of people are going to be let down because they're hyping it so big. And so I'm sure a lot of you here in the room, be honest, raise your hand. Were you let down? Come on. All right. And that's cool. You're let down a little bit because they made it out to be something that was going to be just huge. And that happens when you overhype a movie. I mean, look at The Expendables. What a piece of shit that turned out.
That's a thing that
Also,
happens.
remember all the great icons of the past that were panned when they first came out.
Yeah. So that answers that question. Chris, are you taking questions from the audience since we're not doing the thing yet? Okay.
I saw you raising your hand.
It's not a good career choice anymore, and that's why I don't want to see anybody waste their time trying to get into broadcast radio, because it's really not worth it. Unfortunately, Bill Clinton, though he was a pretty great president, and got blown in the Oval Office, and we know about it. He did something called deregulating the FCC when he was in office, and that allowed companies like Clear Channel, Cumulus, CBS Radio to go out and buy all the mom and pop radio stations, all your hometown radio stations, no longer owned by individuals, all owned by huge corporations that make them all sound the same. Anybody here from, pick a city, Richmond, Virginia, anybody? Okay, does radio in Richmond suck? Okay, is anybody here from Washington State, Seattle, anybody? Does radio suck in Seattle?
Why would I listen to the radio?
See what I mean? Radio sucks coast to coast. Thank you, Clear Channel, who ended my 30-year radio career, along with, other major corporations that bought up all the radio stations and turned them all into junk. So, that's why I say don't go into it, because they don't pay anything anymore and they work the hell out of you.
Did you know
Don and Mike, I know who they are. They're in Washington, D.C., right? Yeah. But I never worked with them. Okay. You? No. Okay, then. You're familiar with Q94? I worked at Q94 in the 1980s. Q94 Richmond weather. Here's a Q-tip. Remember those? Traffic backing up on Midlothian Turnpike this afternoon on the way home. Jeff Jackson here on Q94.
As someone did have a brief stint in radio for a while, agreed. Radio sucks now.
Yeah. Oh, that's not
This is more just a statement. I actually have one place in the United States where radio doesn't suck, and that's Buffalo, New York.
All right.
Yeah.
WKBW still rocking your world.
It is.
Yeah. And why? Is that, do you listen to other stations in Buffalo besides KB Radio?
There's actually a number of stations I can flip to, like...
That don't suck.
That don't suck.
That aren't all playing the same 300 songs over and over and over again. Because even Sirius XM channels all suck. If you listen long enough, you hear the same crap. Your iPod is your best bet.
Do they do local ads?
They do.
That's on radio. Local advertising and community identification.
All community-based. There's a lot of community stuff.
That's beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
The only good thing about radio, in my opinion today, terrestrial radio, is that they hire me to do their voice work. Other than that, their music sucks. Their disc jockeys are lame. I used to say great stuff on the radio and get fired for it. You know, today nobody takes any risks at all. It sucks. That guy's had his arm up for a long time. What's your question?
Now that Duke Nukem Forever is out of the way, can you tell us anything if you are working on another Duke Nukem game?
I don't know if they're going to make another Duke Nukem game. I know there'll be more downloadable content for Duke Nukem Forever. The last thing I heard was they're trying to acquire rights for music so that we can do a karaoke section on the game. Which I'm really stoked about because, I don't know if you attended other conventions with me, you know I love karaoke. I go and sing karaoke all the time. And so Duke getting to sing karaoke in the game, bitchin'. They were asking me for outrageous song titles, like what would be the weirdest shit for Duke to sing? I could use suggestions later on, by the way. And I'll submit those to Gearbox, and maybe they can acquire the licenses for some messed up songs.
Duke Nukem State Party Girl.
I'm a Barbie girl.
Wisconsin's here, everybody.
Wisconsin, everyone, West.
I'm so hungover.
What kind of language were you saying?
No, you gotta get on the other side, like all the way in the end.
Sorry, it was a callback to the earlier panel, inside joke. Anybody here from the earlier panel?
Excellent.
You still remember the Colossus show?
Did I take a piece of your soul that time?
Actually,
Anytime, John.
I want to suggest another yell from Skyrim.
Yes.
What?
What?
Now, there's a place for this, a time and a place for everything, and since that call is supposed to be irresistible force, right? Unrelenting force. It's irresistible too, sir. Unrelenting force. When you're on the elevator and you're in a full group and the doors just start to part, that is when you must shout out what? And you will see people back up as if the force had hit them.
Now, next year, when the Gaylord doesn't allow us to return, you know who to play. All right?
Now, we're going to play a game here in a little while, but we're still waiting. John and Ellen are coming. How many, hold your hands up if you were the people who held them up at the signing earlier. Raise your hands. Well played.
I'll get a picture and a video and a signature, and I want to talk to you for 10 minutes.
That just sounds
Wow,
They're high demand, man. Jeez.
While we're waiting for them, can I get some hugs? Yeah. Good old Christian side hugs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, John St. John hugs right now.
Oh, God.